lower class goods.
I love this. I love hearing the backing of this, but like, can we just talk about the unbelievable brilliance? It's great to play, everybody! Welcome on into the channel. Yeah! Whether it's your first time here or you are rejoining us, thank you for being here with us today. You are loved, appreciated, always welcome here, and you are enough. Today, we're gonna be doing the explained version of Dang by DKDKTV. It is so refreshing that somebody went through and did this, and I'm so thankful for it, because while I like to think of myself as pretty well read in terms of like understanding like symbolism from like literary stuff, like when we're doing the BU, what I don't understand is obviously a lot of the cultural references, because you have to really be immersed in or be brought up, I think, generally in that culture and understand them or learn them. And so many of the songs, people have like reached out to me, they're like, there's so many cultural references in this, you need to watch these explanation videos. We're finally getting to a couple of them, because there's a couple of them that really stuck out to me that I really wanted to know more, and the first one was Dang, and we're gonna be doing another one after as well. So I'm really excited about it. Thank you guys so much for being with me on this journey. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, because I do listen to them. That's how I even got to this point of finding these videos. So thank you so much. Leave those comments, and if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can follow us along on our journey. Check out our live stream Saturdays at noon Central Time, and if you're looking for more good music to add to your playlist, our new album just dropped. Spotify, Amazon, Apple, obviously free to play on Spotify, regardless of whether you have the paid version or you just want to do the ads version. You can play for free. But thank you guys so much for the support, and without further ado, let's check this out.
Okay, I know you wanted this, so here we are. The rap line of BTS, RM, J-Hope, and Suga dropped a hip-hop track recently on their SoundCloud called Dang. It's a song that has an oriental and trap beat at the same time, and it's also a diss track sending messages to their haters. But the wordplay inside it is just amazing. For example, the title Dang itself is used in multiple ways throughout the whole song. 18, 13, 38. These are all card combinations that come from a Korean card game called 섰다 or hwatu.
Okay, so this is what people were talking about with the card game.
8대. 잠깐. 굿땡이요?
Simply think of them as the best combinations you can get during a game. For example, 3 and 8, which is called 38 광땡, is the ultimate pair that nothing can beat. Thus, the first meaning of Deng here would be translated into something like better or invincible.
Okay.
Again, in the chorus, the word Deng is already used in 2 more different meanings. For these 2 lines, Deng is used as the meaning of wrong, which originates from the imitation of a xylophone sound used in quiz shows or auditions when the participant is wrong or bad.
소나무! 소나무! 땡! 땡! 땡!
For this line, Deng is used as the sound of a bell, and it also comes from a children's song called 학교 종이 땡땡땡. Regarding J-Hope mentioning homework in the next verse, there's a very high possibility that this line implies the meaning of go to school, kids.
Hip-hop, dang. Rap star, dang. Young rapper, dang. 방탄, dang. But you, bang. Worldwide, bang.
The first lines of J-Hope's verse describe the criticism they received in the early ages about their hip-hop or rap style, or BTS
Makes so
being a
much
flop.
sense.
However, in the next lines, he explains that now they've become a worldwide bang from a dang.
Dang. 내가 보기에 너네는 땡. 우리 모두가 땡. 누가 끝발이 좋던 간에 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해.
It kind of gets trickier in Suga's verse. The usage of dang is suddenly changed without any notice. The first
dang
indicate the meaning of wrong or nope, but when he says 누가 끝발이 좋던 간에, he suddenly jumps into the card game again. 끝발 is an everyday slang word for power/influence.
Okay.
When you see a very successful person, you would say
out.
something like 와 끝발 죽이네 or 끝발 날리네. This everyday slang word's origin comes from the card game 섰다 again. Good is a combination of cards equivalent to 1 point to 9 points. It's the most common pairs you will receive during a game. In contrast, a 땡 is above all goods.
땡.
So that's what Suga is saying in his last lines. 나는 땡 전혀 상관 안 해. Which means I'm a 땡 and I don't care about you lower class goods.
I love this. I love hearing the backing of this. But like, can we just talk about the unbelievable brilliance of the way that this song is written then? Because the song on its face seems to be so simple and so repetitive, but it's not. Like, the amount of intellectual brilliance that goes into their songs. And I said this, I was talking to somebody, I think privately the other day, they like messaged me or something like that, and they were talking about watching my journey so far. And I had made a comment that, like, to be honest, I think the first thing that drew me into BTS was when I heard Spring Day. I think it was like one of my third or fourth videos in. I watched Spring Day and then watched some of the actual, not making of, but like the actual documentary series where people were talking about like the meaning and the explanations behind it, and then even going into even farther into the books, The Ones Who Walk Away from Amelis, Damien, Snowpiercer, and all the stuff that was involved in that, not even knowing about the BU at the time. So like I was already going down this rabbit hole. And what drew me to BTS initially wasn't their music. Like, they made great music, but that's not what drew me in. What drew me in was the intellectual brilliance, was the amount of time, effort, and energy they put into what seems sometimes like so simple lyrics, and that double entendre type attitude, that symbolistic type attitude of them really wanting to paint two images. You can either just enjoy their music on the surface, or if you really, really want to dig deep into what's going on, you can, and have a completely different feeling and a completely different emotion attached to it. And that's originally what drew me in. And then everything else, learning about them, learning about how kind-hearted they are, learning about their attitudes, seeing more of the dancing, like all of that then just piled onto it. But this kind of stuff right here, man, this is what I live and breathe for with them, is this right here.
Which means I'm a 땡 and I don't care about you lower class goods. So one more thing before we go into RM's verse. Good has the same sound as good. Yeah. And this good means the end. Suga ends his verse by saying 계속 걱정해주길 good. It could be a double translation as continue worrying about us low pointers, losers, and continue worrying about us, the end. I'm out. Mic drop. Now personally, RM's part is the apex of this whole song. It's because in one single verse, he uses 7 different usages of 땡.
Jeez.
The first line, 캐셔 계산 소리 땡, is literally the sound of the cashier opening, which could also imply that he has a lot of money now. And the second line, 어릴 적 좋아함 얼음 땡, is a Korean version of tag. It's when kids run away, they shout 얼음, which is freeze, to get immune from the catcher, and then another survivor can come along and tag the frozen person, saying 땡, which unleashes him from the frozen state. And third, 난 딩동, 넌 땡, means I'm correct and you're wrong. And fourth, 넌 칠끝, 난 땡, is again referenced from the card game. You might be a 7-pointer, but I'm above that tier. Fifth, 라면 먹고 잔 얼굴 땡, comes from the expression 땡땡 부었다. It's a fun way to describe your face is swollen after you've eaten ramen last night. 6. 떨거지들, do your thing. 날 봐, 난 네 air thing. RM is now playing with language now. The pronunciation of 땡 is similar to thang, which is the slang of thing in English. Last but not least, 7th, 네가 쩔어, 멋져, 겨울탱. RM finally uses another similar sound, 탱, to make it rhyme with 땡. 얼탱이 없다 is a slang for 어이가 없다, which means dumbfounded.
Okay.
어이가 없네.
I'm dumbfounded right now.
I would summarize this song as genius wordplay and rhythmical onomatopoeia. The repetitive dang sound makes the song much more rhythmical and addictive, whereas the various meanings of dang constantly changing throughout the song make it hard for foreigners or average people to understand, but at the same time makes it genius for a rap lyric.
Yeah.
We celebrate rather than being a celebrity. This line shows BTS's attitude or mentality of being a celebrity in a nutshell. It's not about being special or enjoying the spotlight. It's about sharing and returning the love they received by celebrating together. 이름값 하는 개구리들 우물 안에 죽기를. This is a reference from a Korean saying called 우물 안 개구리, which means a frog is stuck in a well, and he thinks that well is his whole world. Thus, he's very narrow-sighted, and he thinks he's the best inside that small world.
Okay.
개구리 usually just means frog, but in this case, I think there's a hidden double meaning inside it, saying 개구리다, which is a slang for lame or foul. I think RM is addressing to the haters in Korea who think they're the best with their own lame songs in this small country. He's saying they should die in this small well called Korea without even having the opportunity to see the big world outside, where BTS is now using as a stage. Last but not least, as a director's commentary, I would like to point out the fact that despite this song being a diss track, there is actually no real hate or toxic cursing inside, but rather BTS chooses to play around playfully with the word dang in a teasing manner and swaggering about their current success. For me, this is the point that sets apart this song from all other diss tracks. Low negativity, but comic and satirical high self-esteem.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he hit the nail on the head too. What I was saying before, it's brilliance. Like, it literally is lyrical brilliance of some of the things that they do. This song, especially, I didn't realize 7 different meanings in one verse is incredibly crazy. And like, but this is where I get really nervous because Lauren has finally agreed now that things are starting to settle down a little bit. She's actually going to start learning some of the Korean stuff with me. We're going to start with Hangul and learn some of the writing, but we'd like to be able to pick out words and, you know, maybe be able to speak at some. I've never really been good with foreign language. I've had my hand in multiple of them. I took 4 years of French in high school. Can't really speak any of it. I can still read some of it fairly well and get my way through it. I took 2 years of Spanish in college. Like, I took a year of Italian. Like, I can't use none of it. So I'm not great with it, and it makes me nervous because there's so many meanings. Like, I'm just like nervous. I'm gonna like go and try to say something, and it's gonna be like a meaning of something terrible or something like that. But we're gonna take a stab at it anyway. But it just shows the brilliance here, and it does make me more excited to learn more and more to get a better feeling for it and to understand some of like the cultural stuff and some of the slang stuff and the idioms, and I'm very, very excited about it. So thank you guys so much for the request on this one and telling me to watch this, because you guys know me so well. I feel like at this point in time, you guys really know what I'm looking for. And so I do really take when you guys are like, okay, if you, like, knowing you should watch this video, I really, really do take those into consideration because you guys generally don't steer me wrong. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what we should work on next. And if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when our videos come out. Check out our live streams Saturdays at noon Central Time. This weekend, we probably will not be streaming Saturday though, because we're going to be in Vegas for the BTS concert. There's going to be fan cam footage. There'll be vlogs coming out. We're working on another big project that's coming out as well, that's tied in with the Boy with Love cover that we've been doing. So there's a lot of things that are going to be coming up, but make sure you like, subscribe to check all those out. And if you're looking for more good music, I think that we've made some good music, and there's one song in there that I did a lot of fun wordplay myself that I thought worked out really well, The Perfect 10. You can check that out. Spotify, Amazon, Apple. Our new album just dropped with Tech On and I and our new group Love. So check that out there. I'd appreciate it. You'll probably appreciate it. Thank you. If nobody told you that they love you today, don't forget that I love you. You're appreciated. You are always welcome here in this channel, and you are enough. And last, but certainly not least, it was a great day to play. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.